Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Zilliqa. Before we jump into the price section, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video and leave us some feedback down below. So before we jump into the price section, I just want to say congratulations to everyone who was watching. We were talking about this potential move down from this point here and talking about the possibility that could actually be coming back down into the zone. And we were talking about this 50% line and this previous fourth wave. So if you have been watching, congratulations. If you haven't, maybe it's worth hitting that subscribe button so you find out about these things beforehand. Okay, so what we were talking about, I'm going to go over a couple of the options we're checking. Talking about previously, because we haven't reviewed this for a while. We were talking about a possibility of actually looking for a extension to the upside here. And when we were sitting in this zone here, we were looking at this possibility of looking for a turnaround here. And we said, if we start to lose this 2838, it becomes very improbable that we're going to see this extension. So this is no longer valid, and we're looking for this as a 1-2-1-2 potentially. Sometimes things do happen, but we're talking about this possibility of actually breaking down from this point if we lose this 2838, and we did. So that is one of the options that we're looking at. I just want to get rid of the things that are no longer viable. What we were looking at in the previous video was actually this. So this is the information we had, and we didn't have anything past this point here. Basically all of this that's in the green we didn't have yet. And we're talking about that possibility of setting up some additional ones and twos within here, and then actually looking for a bigger breakdown to the downside. So effectively, this did play out. It doesn't reach the fourth wave targets, but sometimes this happens in a strong sell-off. So this is why these are just as a guide, but potentially well, effectively, what we've done here is we've actually mapped this out beforehand. We were talking about this possibility of having a five-wave move to the downside, and we can see that now. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a five-wave down. So this is for the most part the thing that's really cool about Elliott-wave. We can try and figure this stuff out before it's happening, just based off of the wave structure. So this is potentially a completed move. So what we're looking for is effectively within this, we're looking for that possibility of a. I'm actually just going to delete this. No, I'll leave it on there. Basically, within the structure, we're looking at this as an A wave here, looking for this as a B wave to the upside, and then looking for this C wave to the downside. And we did come into this zone. We're talking about this slightly higher up. We're anticipating actually hitting this 2307 range. And, we were talking about this previous fourth wave here. And then we're also talking about that possibility, if we do extend, look for out for that 50%. So now we've actually had this reaction here. So there's a few things I want to talk about. Basically, I'm just being mindful that, if we just get a three-wave move up here into this zone here of this would be the lower range, which we're already in, this 2628. The higher range would be this 038 03284 region. And particularly interesting, there's this little pocket in the middle here to me. It's 3135 to this 2993, although we do have this 50% here at this 2804. If we do just develop three-wave structure up into this zone, potentially we could actually be setting up for continuation to the downside. So we were talking about this move here, and we're saying, it's very choppy. It is also possible that instead of looking at this as a flat, even though it has reacted quite nicely to the zones we are looking for, potentially this whole move to the upside here could just be an A, a B, a C, and then this could just be an A wave, and then actually from here we're looking for that move to the downside. So this could actually look to bring us down lower towards the 1742 if we do get rejected and fail to actually break above and sustain a move above this 3284. If we actually just come back up into this zone in a three-wave structure, something like this, potentially we could be looking for this continuation to the downside for this Y wave. If we do start to break down more impulsively and we actually lose this low, we'd have to be careful because we have discussed it in the previous videos. Potentially we're talking about that possibility that we could be in a fourth wave. So this fourth wave could still be in play, even if we do get this A, B, and C to the upside here towards this 44 04337 area, potentially we can actually still look at this as potentially in a fourth wave. So we need to be careful. That fifth wave target is down here towards this 00, so the 01183 to the 00806 region. So, potentially if we do start to break down deeper here, we could be actually looking to come back into that retest there. Zones of interest here that I want to talk about. Potentially these two yellow lines here. I know this is messy on this side. I will clean it up. But effectively, what we've got is that possibility that we could see this play out as an a B, and a C, and potentially look to target out this yellow line here, which would be time-wise 50% of the wave two, and this would be 6.618 of that wave two. So this would be an interesting zone if we do actually look to progress up here in a three-wave move where this becomes an A, B, C. Potentially this 50% area time-wise could be an interesting area to keep an eye on. So we'll be looking out for that. Okay, so let's get into the micro counting now. Um, so we have come up into this low here. We've come to this 50%, and we've actually started to look to move away here. So I'm going to turn all this other stuff off for a second, and we're just going to focus on this move that we have up currently. So I'm going to come into the 1 hourly. What we're looking for here within the structure is basically the fact that we've looked like we are actually looking to complete five-wave move here. It hasn't formed this additional fourth wave yet, so we need to be careful because at the moment all we have is a B, and a C to the upside. What I want to see is this fourth wave complete in this zone of this 0.2592 all the way down to theoretically to this 2399 is still viable. So I am looking for the possibility to actually start to have a bigger breakdown here. We need to be careful. There is potential that within the structure it is still extending. There's always that possibility this could become a 1 2 1 2 1 2, then we actually break up and we start to extend and push even higher. But for the most part, this is the structure we have now, and it does seem to fit 1 2 3 4 5 for this third wave, and now I'm looking for that fourth wave to the downside. Potentially, this could complete as something like a triangle here. We could see this as an A, B, C, D, E, and we could just move sideways here. Or alternatively, this could become an A, even a flat correction here for something like this as an A, B, and a C. So we need to keep an eye on it. I would anticipate a move lower down here, but we have moved into the higher range of this. So technically speaking, this could actually be looking to complete straight from here. But I would like to see it take a little bit longer. Potentially we could argue the third wave is in this area here, and this is a flat here as a fourth. Would be a bit better time wise, but I'd like to see this sort of move a bit more sideways here, where this becomes like an A, a B, and a C or something, and we look to actually come back and target towards this zone of this 2542 or lower down here towards this 2462. If we do lose this 2399 zone, it would invalidate that potential. Well, it wouldn't invalidate it, but it would make it less likely that we're going to get this fifth wave. Invalidation comes by crossing this wave one here at this 2349 area. If we do push up here, effectively what I'd then be looking for is looking to complete up here in a five-wave structure. If we do, I'll be looking to see whether we then look for a deeper retracement, potentially down here towards the zone of this 2417 to this 2247 region. If we start to lose this 2247, it becomes less probable that we are actually looking to continue this move, and then potentially this is just a corrective structure here, and it could indicate that this move to the downside is not completed. Even though I'm anticipating it, potentially we could argue that this is a 1 2 3 getting a fourth, and then we still look for that fifth wave to the downside. So that's something we just got to be aware of. There is always that potential to extend down for as long as we remain below some of these key zones. Once we start to take this high here towards the zone of this 3298. Within the substructure we can't extend out, but we'd still have to be careful because this whole move as a 5-wave structure could get a 3-wave move up here, and then still look to continue down. So we need to be just aware that as long as we are actually below this point here of this 3696 region, and below the 786, I'm going to just throw this into here. And for as long as we fail to actually hold above this 3284 region, this always has that possibility to actually continue to the downside, like we were talking about, whether becomes a 1, 2, or an A, a B, and a C to the downside, potentially we can still look for that continuation here. So we need to just be cautious. If we want to get bullish, we need to break back above these highs. So what I'm looking for here is basically that potential to start looking for a bigger move to the upside, looking for that possibility to break to the upside. And what we're looking for here is basically this to either become an A, a B, and a C, in which case we could only move up towards this 30 cent 25 at a 1-to-1. Alternatively, if we do start to move up in a bigger structure here, we could see something like this play out where we actually get a bigger 5-wave move to the upside, where this becomes a 1, 2, get a third wave up towards this 35-41 zone, and then we get an additional fourth and a fifth to the upside here, and then we could actually look at basically a bigger 5-wave structure here. If we do get a bigger 5-wave move like this, what we'd then be doing is looking for that retracement, seeing whether we manage to find support in that 50% to the 786, and then looking for that continuation to the upside. So this is what we're looking for in the immediate term here. If we lose this 21-28 region, then basically what I would be looking for is um, to see whether we actually come down one more time and potentially move down towards the 618 to the 786, to be this 1998 to this 1802 region. So there is always the possibility, we are talking about this being an A, B, and a C to the upside, looking to potentially target out towards this 43.25. However, we could, if we do move up high enough towards this 06704, have a bigger structure here, which then basically becomes, this is a wave 1, 2, 3. We'd look for a fourth wave and then look for that fifth wave continuation to the upside here. So this is possible, and this would actually look to make this move a bigger 5-wave structure to the upside here, which would indicate that there is a potential that we actually have a low in this point here. However, it is also possible that on a bigger scale, this move just forms an A wave. We come back for a B wave, we push up for a C wave, and we actually then look to break down from within this area here of this 14 cent to this 6234 region. So, we need to get back above some of these key areas before we can be long-term bullish. Even if we do have a short-term bullish move here, it is always possible we could continue to get rejection at a later date. So these are the important things that we're currently keeping an eye on within this move. Yeah, so, if we do actually move back up here, we need to be cautious if we move up in a 3-wave structure. We want to get back above, like I said, this 3284. Failing to do so could actually lead to a continuation in the sell-off, and we could actually look to take this low. If we do take this low of this 1527, basically that would invalidate any bullish potential that we have at this current stage. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. As well as that, there's affiliate links for both Primex BT and BYBIT down there. Check them out. Both great exchanges that we use all the time for our trades. Using the affiliate link does help support the channel if you don't have an account with them already. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.